Hey, what's going on guys, Ben here from RuneCraftPc, and just want to quickly say I'm feeling a bit ill today, so sorry if I sound a bit groggy. I'm a bit, it's been a bit rough recently, but I wanted to try out a new video, something a bit different. I've seen that top 10 series for RuneScape are really popular, especially through Moplox recently. Some guys may know of him. His channel is just blown up really quickly. He's doing insane videos. I love every single one, but it is more kind of 07scape. And I'm not trying to do this to sub whore or to copy other people before anyone says. I just want to try and make one of these top 10s and with nice-ish editing and try and make it my own way, you know? So I want to do a personal top 10 of my personal top 10 boss and monster drops that I've had through my RuneScape history. Hopefully this will give you more of an insight into my RuneScape history, and hopefully you'll find it entertaining. If so, I can do similar things just on different aspects of my RuneScape history, so that should be pretty cool, such as like my top 10 hated quests and shit like that. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, so coming in at number 10 is Demon Flash Mobs, and a lot of you may think this is a weird one to put on the list, but I got something pretty cool from these bad boys. They spawn every half an hour to an hour, I can't remember which, all over random places in RuneScape, and they have like 400, 500k HP, so you need a decent team size just to take them down. And I didn't find out about them for quite a while because they were released when I had quit RuneScape, before I came back to it. And so when I found out about them, I was like, shit, these are pretty cool, I want to see if I can take them down with some friends. So I got a few of us together, asked some random people, some people on my friends list, and usually went with like 3-4 other people to take them down, and we did a lot of them in one day and then didn't really do it much after that. But on my about 10th kill, I managed to actually pick up a Demon Slayer crossbow, which was 5 mil at the time, and I didn't split it with anyone else because we decided not to split. But that was pretty cool, and it gave me a misconception that, you know, they were quite common, but no, I just got really lucky and they're really rare. But that was a really cool drop to get from a Demon Flash mob. Coming in at number 9 is Kriara, also known as Armadillo, the God Wars Dungeon boss, one of them, out of the 4, just if you don't know anything about God Wars Dungeon. And at Kriara, I actually managed to pick up a Armadillo hilt on only the 2nd kill of a trip, of a duo trip. I cannot remember who the fuck it was with. Not at all, not for the life of me. But we picked up a Armadillo hilt after the 2nd kill, and then my friend like died a few kills later. But that was a 6 mil split each, and that was quite a lot for us back then. That was back when AGSs were still fairly good price, you know, 12 mil for a hilt, so probably about 13 mil for the AGS. So it's always cool to pick up a drop early on in the trip, and I don't know why, that one is always memorable for me, and I got really excited about it. Coming in at number 8 is actually Bandos, a different God Wars Dungeon boss, also known as General Grado. And this one's pretty cool. Me and Turlo, as part of our Road to All God Wars Dungeon drop series, managed to pick up 3 Bandos chestplates in one trip. Back then we could maybe get about 30-40 kills a trip, so not many at all. And to pick up 3 of the best drop is pretty mental. And we also got like a few Bandos boots in that trip, but it's just the fact that we got 3 Bandos chestplates in one trip is pretty insane, and that came out to about 9 mil each for all 3 of them, so that was cool. Moving on to number 7 is TQBDs, and this one I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. It is the first ever Visage drop that I got. It came in at only 1.2 mil, and that's pretty much the price they're at now. It must be like AUG value or something like that, but nothing amazing price wise. But it's just everyone, you know, goes mental over their first Visage. It's a big thing. It's got a high drop rate. Not a QBD, that's the thing. It used to be this sought after drop before QBD was around because of the rarity of it. But it's still kind of a special drop, even though you can get them fairly easily, maybe once every 100 kills, once every 200 kills at QBD now. But yeah, it is a special drop for me to get my first ever Visage, and it was pretty cool to get from QBD. Moving on to number 6 is actually General Grado again, or Bandos in God Wars Dungeon. and this time slightly different to what the clip's showing. This was back pre-EOC in RuneScape 2, when I had really shit stats, really bad account. You know, it was absolutely ages ago. I probably used a Barras armor or something like that. And this was when I went on a 4-man trip, my first ever trip to Bandos, 4-man, and we actually managed to pick up Bandos Tassets, which were 2 mil each because one person died, so I think we split it between 3 people, I can't really remember. But yeah, it was 2 mil each, which that was pretty big for me, and it was just cool to get my first ever God Wars Dungeon drop. You know, that was before the God Wars Dungeon rework, the graphical update. It looked very different back then, and it was pretty cool back then. Coming in at number 5, another weird one, is the Chaos Elemental, one that people wouldn't really associate with their top drops in their RuneScape careers. But yeah, the Chaos Elemental, I used to duo, again pre-EOC, quite a lot with Turlo. When we first started going there, the Chaos runes stacked up very nicely, and we soon realised that we can make some bank from this. It's not the worst money we've ever seen, and why don't we come here and make some money? So we got a few Rune 2 H's and stuff like that, but that's not what this is in the countdown video for. It's because we managed to pick up a Vested Chain body, which was actually 3.5 mil each, and is very rare from the Chaos Ellie. Coming in at number 4 is Barras Brothers, and I always used to like Barras Brothers. This in particular drop was when I first came back to RuneScape, and Barrows was very high priced. It must have been just after the new weapons were released, and you know, EOC changes had came about, so I managed to get a Arim's wand, which pre-EOC was one of the worst drops. Oh no, that's a staff, isn't it? Yeah, Arim's wand was a new drop, and I managed to get it for 12 mil, so that was awesome, and that like doubled my bank, and it was major for me to pick up a drop that expensive. Coming in at number 3 is actually a Nex one. I had to include Nex on here somewhere because I Nex so often, and this one may be kind of funny for you guys. This was a while back when I used to tank in Gano and Jeweled Abyssal, maybe even worse than that. And I decided to get a forums team because none of my friends were on, and for some reason I put it on Loot Show instead of CoinShare. I'm a bit of a fucking retard. And we actually managed to pick up a trio Virtus wand, which would have been a 60 mil split each, but the guy that got it logged out and scammed us. 60 mil would have doubled my bank at the time. Number 2 is a Raxor. I kind of had to generalise a Raxor just because there's so much that's happened for me with a Raxor, and it's such an amazing boss to me. I had to kind of generalise it quite big. But on my second ever Araxor kill, I managed to pick up an Araxes Eye, which is the first of 4 I've ever got. That was fucking amazing, and that just made me fall in love with the boss instantly. And then around my 40th kill, I also managed to pick up an eye and a leg piece, both in the same chest, which is pretty rare and not many people see. And you know, back then, well, similar to now actually, the eyes were going for about 60 mil each, so that was a nice amount of money just from those 2 chests, and within 40 kills, that was pretty fucking cool. And to finish off, I bet no one expected this. It's not exactly a boss, but that's why I made it drop from monsters and bosses. The number 1 drop I've ever got is from Mithril Dragons, and you probably guessed it, was a Dragon Full Helm. This was pre-EOC, when I used to think that Mithril Dragons were amazing money. I used to come here, maybe do 20 kills in a trip, then have to bank. I think that was the max. I think I, once got like 22 kills in a trip and I was really fucking happy. But I never got many kills, and it was around my 250 kill mark I managed to pick up the Dragon Full Helm, which is ridiculous compared to the drop rate. I can't really remember it. Something like it's either 1 in 5,000 or like 1 in 30,000. I can't really remember which, but it's high. It's high. And that was actually 34 mil at the time. I remember it very, very well because it like tripled my bank at the time. It was an insane drop for me to pick up, and it's definitely the most memorable drop. I could talk about some of the drops I've got now, like back-to-back Zarek Bow with Pernix Body, but nothing's going to top a Dragon Full Helm pre-EOC
when it fully made you flip with excitement. You know, nothing can beat that. So that is hands down my #1 drop so far in my RuneScape history. Until I get a Vitalis pet or some shit like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, show your support, and comment down below if you like this type of video, and I'll be happy to do more. Apart from that, I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.